Hi guys. Guys, what is sleep? Hello. What is sleep, guys? Hi guys. Sorry I couldn't stream the past couple of days. I didn't get a lot of sleep. And yesterday, I was sick for the first time. Oh, sorry. So today's podcast. Okay, guys, I'm ready. Okay, guys, so today's podcast. Are you guys ready for today's podcast? Oh, thank you. I keep forgetting cheesy. Thank you. Okay. Hi, everyone. Today's Jinri's podcast is about sleeping. It's been 5 months and I have not gotten more than 5 hours straight of sleep. So it sucks. I miss sleeping. Right before giving birth, I was able to sleep. I actually slept way too much. I slept, I think, maybe for like a couple of, like, more than 8 hours, 9 hours. Now, sleep is impossible. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Anyway, so that's why today I just wanted to tell you guys my experience of not being able to sleep, because I think it's a very, very fun experience and gets you thinking a lot about having a child. So I actually, for the first 3 months, I was able to sleep because my mom was able to take care of the baby. So at night I would get sleep. However, because I would do breastfeeding, I think at most I got 5 hours, since, like I said, in my breastfeeding related podcast, how I told you guys, my boob is filled with baby's food, that if I don't get it out of my system, then it's about to explode, and it just keeps like, there's lots of problems. So since May 12th, 2015, it's been 5 months where I have not been able to get any sleep, more than 5 hours sleep. Even when my mom was here, I mean, I would give off my baby to my mom and sleep, but he would cry maybe 2 hours later asking for food because he gets hungry. So then I have to feed him. 안녕하세요, 어서 오세요. 아직 이유식은 안 먹고 있어요. And I mean, you can put it, but you still have to wake up to, do breast pumping. And I did breast pump at midnight, but I realized that wasn't that helpful, so I just stopped breast pumping. So anyways, and then after 3 months, I had no one to help me. And although I had helpers, like my in-laws would always say, you can trust me and you can take a nap. Like 1 or 2 hours of nap is not fulfilling. I need 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. So yeah, so it's been 5 months, and here's the outcome. First of all, I look shitty. Luckily I'm able to shower, but I don't remember the last time I put on anything on my face, as in my makeup or anything. So I just don't have time. And another issue that you have of not getting enough sleep is your brain stops functioning. The other day, Mia asked me some question in English, and I was like, I don't know. People ask me a lot of questions, and I say, I don't know. People ask me about, like, oh, like, did you do this or that? My mom calls and she's like, do you remember this? I'm like, nope. My memory, the brain cells just died, I think. Even if I stream, then I blank out. So you know what I have to do is I have to keep thinking of what I have to do and seeing if I'm, like, able to do it. So it really sucks. Your brain just stops functioning. It's dead. And yeah. So that's what happens if you don't get good night's sleep. Another thing is you lose your appetite. I have to force myself to eat, but that's the most hardest thing because I have no appetite. And the fact that I have to eat alone, maybe that's another issue, but it's just, I just want to eat junk food. All I want to eat is chocolate, ice cream, cereal, something with sweets, sweet drinks, blah blah blah. And of course that's not good for my body, but it gives you it gives you a burst of energy, and that's what I need right now. And so yeah, I think I think those three are like the most biggest thing about not getting enough sleep, and you're just tired all day. I think this would also lead to postpartum depression because you're just so tired. You wake up. Even I got actually yesterday. I only fed him once, which was at 3. I went to bed at 11. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So I got 4 hours of sleep, and then he slept right away, and we woke up at 7. So I got 4 hours plus 3 hours. Just woke up in between for maybe like 10-15 minutes so that I can latch my baby on. I can help my baby latch onto my boobs. So technically you feel like I got good night's sleep, but it's not good night's sleep. I woke up and I'm just like, oh my god, I just want to go back to bed. So it's a really bad feeling, and I don't know how people can live like this. And what's surprising is this will go on until he's able to sleep by himself for at least more than 8-9 hours, right? So it's been tough. I mean, I guess I could put him to sleep maybe at, sorry for yawning, 10 or 11, but that's also bad for the baby too, because they tell you to put the baby to sleep around 7 or 8. Anyway, so you just don't get sleep, and sleep is very, very important. So I know a lot of people do say, try to sleep when the baby sleeps, and it's like, okay, you know, that is the most hardest thing, and that is the most annoying thing that you can ever say to a person who has a baby, because, well, first of all, it's really hard to fall asleep with the baby unless you're like super duper tired. I'm at like if you on a scale from 1 to 10, and 1 being I'm so awake versus 10 being I'm super dead tired, every day it's always like a 5 or a 6. So it's really hard for you to force yourself to sleep, right? And I know if I were to take any type of sleep, like, what is it, like melatonin, then I know that I can't wake up to take care of the baby. So it just really sucks. No matter what, it really sucks of taking care of the baby, and trying to sleep when the baby's asleep. Also, it takes so long for my baby to sleep, and he only wakes up, or he only sleeps for maybe like 40 to 50 minutes, that it just does not feel refreshing to wake up. The only way he can sleep for a long time is if he's on top of me. So in Korea, they call it a human bed, where I'm literally like sleeping with the baby. And you know what? That is actually kind of uncomfortable if you think about it, because you can't move. You can't turn right or left. And if you do, I mean, like if you do, the baby falls or he wakes up. So it's like you're literally a bed for the baby. And he gets heavy, and my baby has a lot of heat, so he's overheating. So all of that, it really sucks, and I'm very tired. So if you have time, you guys should sleep a lot. It just really is unfortunate that you know, you're trying to teach the baby how to sleep, but it's impossible to teach how to. It's impossible. You just don't know how to teach someone how to sleep. Like, if he wants to sleep, he cries, so I have to like, you know, calm himself down and do everything, and then by the time he sleeps and you're just so exhausted, I think you just reach a point where you're just way too exhausted to do anything, and you're just kind of like oh my god, what should I do with this? So to me, if I have time to do anything right now instead of doing stream or everything, I've been trying to sleep. So that's why for the past maybe 3-4 days I have not been on my computer a lot. Luckily, I was able to edit and upload because my editing doesn't take too long. But let me tell you, like, sleeping is what I need now. And so even like he wakes up and I should be active and energetic to play with the baby, it just does not work. So one very important tip for this is you should really help out. Like, as a dad, they should really help out with the mom, because unfortunately for me, my husband Mia is very light sleeper, so any sound that's being made, he wakes up. So we've been sleeping separately. He's been sleeping in his own room. He has like a mattress, and then we've been sleeping in the bed. He still wakes up, so it's so useless because the ideal system is he gets a good night's sleep and I, you know, take care of the baby at night. Then when I wake up, I can send the baby off to the husband and take some good night's sleep, or like take like an hour or two of like a nap time by myself. That does not work in our house. When I wake up, either he didn't get sleep, or it's just like he's just kind of like, oh my god, I have not gotten sleep for a very long time, and I'm sitting here being like, oh my god, this is very useless. So, which is kind of ironic because a lot of the times moms want the husbands to wake up, because in the ideal system, even like my brother is, he cannot wake up when the baby cries, which kind of sounds funny, but apparently that's what happens. Only the moms wake up. I think it has to do with how the baby was inside the mom's womb and everything. So ideally the dads don't wake up. And that also happened with my friends, where it's probably like 2-3 a.m. in the morning, and the husbands don't wake up, and this baby's like crying out a lot, and you're just so stressed out that my friends apparently threw her pillow at her husband because she was so mad and he still did not wake up. Or like they would just kind of like slap, not like, you know, like the bitch slap, but like kind of be like, you know, like just annoyingly like hit her husband, but he still didn't wake up. So, you know, that's supposed to be the ideal, right? And so they say that, oh, like, I envy when husbands wake up and they take care of the baby with the mom, and I'm like sitting there being like, no, that is the worst case. You should thank your husbands for getting a good night's sleep, because my husband wakes up, but do you think he's like, oh darling, let me try to help you? No, he just gets angry. Well, he doesn't get angry, but you know, he's also, you know, he hasn't been able to sleep well too, so he's also stressed out, right? So I'm just sitting there being like, oh my god, that's why I can't quit breastfeeding, because of course I can lend my baby off to my husband at nighttime, but then it would interfere with his work. And so I've been trying to take care of the baby, you know, at least during the weekdays, and maybe if I lend the baby off to him during the weekends, it'll still affect him during the weekdays. So I've been trying to take care of the whole night shift, but it's just kind of dreadful because no matter what, even if we sleep in a separate room, he just does not get good night's sleep. So hopefully, you know, if you guys ever have to convince someone of like telling them why they don't wake up at night, then be like, you know, it's for to be more efficient, it's better to not wake up, and the dad takes care of the baby fresh the next day. So yeah, it's just been very exhausting not being able to sleep well, and since I am sleeping with the baby at nighttime, I'm like 100% in control of the baby. It's been very tough. Also, another issue that's been happening lately is my baby started to flip. Not just once, but now he can flip back to the original position, right? So I worry that he'll just like roll over and like fall. And what's unfortunate is he doesn't like his crib either. So it's like, okay, which one's better, right? He sleeps in his crib maybe for like 2 hours and then he whines. At most 2 hours, right? Or he sleeps with me, and he sleeps well for 4 hours, but he wakes up for feeding, but there's a chance for him to fall. So, you know, like there's me sitting down being like, okay, which one am I able to sleep a lot, and which one can I like survive, right? So luckily, he hasn't fallen off the bed yet, but we have like protection around. Unfortunately, since Korea's house is all hard floor, we had to put lots of cushions around the bed. So as the baby grows bigger, it's been dreadful. And I don't think there's gonna be any good night's sleep anytime soon. Also, my husband is Mia's very like into saying it's okay for the baby to cry, right? And it's like, okay, well, it's okay, obviously, but like, who has to deal with it, right? I'm the one who has to deal with the crying baby. Of course, he wakes up, but he'll just leave it, and it's like, the crying baby sound is very stressful for me too. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'll just take care of the baby. I'll just feed the baby. You just go sleep, right? So it's just a lot of understanding, and yeah, so sleep is very overrated for me right now. As you guys can see, it's getting worse. But hopefully it'll get better. I know it'll get better. It's just 5 months into taking care of a baby, you still don't get sleep. So all the unicorn babies out there who's able to sleep for like 10 hours or 12 hours straight, good for you. The worst is when he wakes up like every 2 hours and you have no clue why he wakes up. So yeah, I still have no sleep and it's 5 months, but hopefully one day he'll be able to sleep for at least 10 hours. But right now it's just been exhausting, and I have not been able to do any type of streaming or anything. So, oh really? Ah, I'm so envious. I envy you. Your parents. I shouldn't envy you. Yeah, but I think it's just something that we have to go through. So anyways, that's a little fun story of my no sleep. But I shouldn't complain, because there's people worse than me. Like, there's people who can't get enough sleep, where the baby wakes up every hour. So unlike them, at least I get 4 hours, right? So you always have to think about the positive side too. Anyways, good luck to everyone who's out there who's taking care of babies. Hopefully you guys can sleep. Yeah, I mean, he's like semi-unicorn. 열이 안 떨어졌어요? 열이 왜 나기 시작했대요? I read some article about the father and mother instinct response. Example, if the baby cries, the mother hears it, but the father doesn't. But there is noise or bump outside the house, the father hears. Ah, really? Could you add temporary barriers to the bed too? Yeah, yeah, that's what we've done. Yeah. 아, 감기 걸렸구나. 우리 애는 열이 많아가지고 온몸이 뜨거웠어요. 딸아이라 그런가? So anyways, that's my today's podcast. The end. 짜잔. 저희 아들은 열이 너무 많아. 미치겠어. 제가 더워요. 에어컨 키고 있어. 저희는 선풍기를 직방으로 켜줘야 돼요. 제가 추워 죽겠어요. So I got a cold yesterday. I got a really bad headache. And I was like, I wanted to stream yesterday. I've been trying to do at least like Tuesdays and Thursdays, like must stream days. But oh my god. Yesterday I had this really bad headache and I wasn't feeling good either. Today it's got a little better, but I'm still kind of like iffy about it. But 아 그래요? 저희는 and I think the reason why is because I have to keep my baby cool. I think one reason why he wakes up crying is he easily overheats, right? So you know, I have the baby sleeping next to me. He's in like, you know, like mesh clothes and he's sleeping. And I'm in like long sleeves and I'm still cold. But the problem of like sleeping with a baby is technically you're not supposed to have any type of blanket because it could cause like suffocation where he would like pull over the blanket around his face and then, you know, do all that issue. So 저는 진짜 너무 추워서 저는 감기 걸렸어요. 미치겠어요. 너무 배고프고 밥맛도 없고 잠도 지금 저도 2시간 이상 자긴 했지만 하루에 중간에 뭔가 쪽잠 자니까는 Anyway, actually, I wasn't going to stream today either. I was going to take a nap, but I felt bad not being able to stream. And also, I was ready to yoink you guys' dinero because I realized this is the last day of subathon. Or September. So if anyone wants to sub, feel free. 그쵸? 아, 나 진짜 밥 먹는 게 세상에서 싫어. Yay! Gunfield Danish, thank you for 2,000 bits! Yay! Not two, thank you for five subs! Oh my god, I didn't even remember the name of sub. Yay! And Valorant gave one more sub! 감사합니다! Thank you. 베이글 반쪽이야 맛있었겠다. Hi guys. So just was turning on the stream to enjoy last day of not even last day, right? It's like last 2 hours of subathon. September. Thank you guys for donation. Also, yay! Thank you, Slice Bread, for the sub. 13 hours left? Should we do 13 hours left of subathon? I was honestly thinking about doing a subathon, but I gave up. I was like, okay, since it's September, I should maybe ask Mia to take care of baby and 무슨 hey, that's overrated. Don't. 이거요 진짜 쉽지 않은 것 같아요. Guys, taking care of a baby definitely is not easy. I'm not hungry. I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. Oh, I don't even know what I want to eat. So I feel bad, like I don't cook anymore as much as I used to. So Mia comes home and he's like, what's for dinner? I'm like, I don't know, there's nothing. Ah, Stuka, thank you for Prime. What is this? Prime sub, I think. Yay! Thank you, 감사합니다. That sounds like you're hungry. 맞아. 그죠? Oh my god. And so the past 3 days, I've been having one soup, Korean soup. Isn't it amazing? I'm still able to upload my podcast to shorts on YouTube and Instagram along with dances. 진짜 I'm able to learn the dance. I think that's why I got sick. I'm just over pushing myself. I guess I'm also testing how long I can do this for. Yay! Thank you, Extended, for the resub!
Jinri Heart.
오늘 돈 버는 날이다. 울음소리 때문에 잠 못 잔다고 집에 안 가고 밖에서 잔다. 그래서 동기들 진짜요? 나쁜 놈이네. 나쁜 놈이야. What was I going to talk about? Anyways, you guys' donation will be used for my lunch today. I don't know what I want for lunch today. What should I eat for lunch? Even like my lunch is like ramen. Locally we have Subway, so I was like, oh my god, Subway. Last weekend, Mia and I had outside food. 뭐야? 외식? We went out to eat for all 3 meals. 아, 진짜 미치겠어. 저랑 신랑이랑 애 낳기 전에는 외식을 한 달에 2-3번 할까 말까 했거든요. 제가 요리하는 거 좋아해서. 저번 주 토요일인가? 3번 했어요. 아침, 점심, 저녁 다 했어. So Monday, no. I think it's Saturday. No, Sunday. We went out to eat for the first time. So we had our first outing on Sunday, which was pretty amazing. Unfortunately, yeah. Natu, thank you for the resub. Tier 3. There's 3개월 for 3 months. Yay! Yay! Thank you, guys. There is a hype train. Okay, guys, let's work on this hype train. 아, 그쵸. 부럽다. 근데 거긴 쌍용이라서 그럴 수밖에 없을 것 같아요. 주중이라도 와야 될 텐데. So there is no good yummy food. I only have the best food I have is Subway and the Chinese American food. That's pretty good. I had maratang the other day. Yeah, I was so stressed out. So, oh, and then we went out to eat on Sunday. Did I not? Is today my first time streaming this week? 이번 주에 첫 방송인 것 같아. Oh my god. I didn't stream? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh my god. Did you guys miss me? I missed you guys. No wonder I didn't get to talk. Oh, that's true. Yeah, today is my first time streaming this month. Really? Do I look pretty? You guys, actually my skin is like falling apart. Does that sound scary? But it's actually really like falling apart. I can feel my skin falling apart. If that makes sense. 샤워를 내요 못 갔어요. 가고 싶은데 지금은 뜨거운 거 있는 거 아기 근처에 못 가니까는 저희는 맡길 사람이 딱히 없어요. 시댁 어른들이 있긴 한데 뭔가 저는 마음이 조금 그러네요. 진짜 저희 엄마면은 제가 맡길 수 있는데 하여튼 제가 문제예요. It's my fault. So this weekend, Sunday breakfast, I had McDonald's. And then lunch, we went out and got sushi. So the best place in Korea to take babies around is department stores. It's so good. Like, oh my god, they have really good systems. And wait, do they have in US, do they have like do they have yeah, like a 수유실, nursery room, right? Where you can breastfeed the baby and change diapers, right? I don't remember. Do you guys have, there should be nursery rooms, right? Okay, by the way, if my English is awful, can you guys just accept it? There's nothing I can do. Oh, it's not common? Oh, dude. okay, round 2 of podcast, second episode in Korea. They had changing station, and so guys, in Korea, you should, the best place to go. Wait. Okay, sorry. Sorry, my brain just stopped. I was like, oh, I should do like, okay, so in Korea, I wanted to tell you guys this, but in Korea, they have nursery rooms. And the most cleanest nursery rooms are in department stores. Now, when you guys hear nursery rooms, you guys are probably wondering what is inside it. It's amazing. And so I live in a place where there's a lot of fancy department stores, like Lotte Mall. What else? Like Starfield, blah blah blah. And I was at first very timid to go because, you know, like I'm a breastfeeding mom, but at the same time it's like going to a nursery room feels kind of like weird for me. I just, you know, I'm like immature too. So Mia was like, you know what, the cleanest nursery room will be at, by the way, thank you for this up, the cleanest nursery room will be at department stores. And I was like, that's weird, really? So, you know, I went to the department store near my house, and you know, I had to feed the baby. Baby's like whining, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go. And Mia's like, just go. It's okay. Well, Mia's also kind of like shy, and so I was like, okay, well, we're gonna do it. So usually the nursery room in Korea are located where they have a lot of kids stuff. So it's either 3rd floor or 4th floor because, you know, that's where all the babies go. And the moment, now this is only in the department stores, especially the ones that's been recently built. Probably the nursery rooms down in Seoul will be kind of not as fancy as this, but at least the ones near like Gyeonggi area will be amazing. Now we had our baby cart, and we arrived at the nursery room, and it was like there's a hallway leading up to the nursery room. Now on the right side there is baby cart parking lot. Damn! So you bring your baby cart there and you park your baby cart. It's so cute. It's so cute. You know, there's like four carts there. You park your cart and you bring, you know, your stuff. And the moment you go inside the room, it's amazing. There's like different areas of the nursery room. They have microwaves if they're being fed with weaning food. I think that's what they call it. They also have a bunch of nice comfortable chairs for any moms who has to give bottle. And there's a secret room called the feeding room where you go in and they have curtains. And so usually those are ideally for breastfeeding moms because, you know, in Korea it's kind of embarrassing to open up your boobas and be like, hi guys, we're gonna like show you. So I was very lucky. And what's amazing is that they actually have a what's that word, guys? Oh my god, front desk. They have front desk, and they ask you what you're here for. And I think the reason why they have front desk is the feeding room is technically not for husbands. So no husbands can go inside the feeding room because I think it's any like sus reason. You know, you don't know what's gonna go in, and it's usually for baby. Yeah, they have reception. Yeah. So I guess kind of information desk. So the lady came up to me and be like, okay, what are you here for? I'm like, oh, I'm here to feed the baby. And she like guided me to the door, and I couldn't even open the door to the feeding room. I had to like press a button, but I didn't know which button. It was the most embarrassing thing. But like the moment I go in there, there's like mom and dad can be in the open space area. And they be feeding off the baby with a bottle, or they have high chairs if they want to feed the baby food. And I go into this fancy like lounge kind of area for breastfeeding moms, and they have a comfy chair. They have what do they have? They have like all these. They have the cushion to put on top, like put your baby on top, and they play very quiet songs. So I feel like, oh my god, is this like VIP for the moms? Yeah. And each baby rooms or the nursery rooms are a little different in each department. I've also seen one department store that had a nursery room where they actually have like a playground for babies, maybe in their like 12 months to 24 months, where they can kind of play around, and the mom and dad just sits there watching the baby. And it's so clean and neat, like it's so well organized. Oh, and also what's amazing in the baby or the nursery room is that they have a place where you can change the diapers. Now in Korea, you actually have not been it's not actually recommended to clean your baby's butt in the what is that thing called? What is that thing? What's the word I'm looking for? Bathroom where the water, where you wash your hands. What is that thing? 잠깐만. This is what happens with no sleep. Sick. Also in Korea, technically you're not supposed to wash your baby's butt and poop at the sink, because it's kind of disgusting, and people don't usually clean up after themselves. So what a lot of moms tell other people to do is just wipe it off and then wash your baby when you get to the house. Now the problem with that is my baby poops a lot, like so much that you're just kind of sitting there be like, oh my god, like you have limited I mean, it's not limited, but there's not enough paper towels to deal with this huge amount of like poop. So what's amazing about this nursery room is that they have a place to change your diapers, and next to the diapers they have separate sink to wash your baby, because you can tell they had a soap that's called butt cleaner. There's actually butt cleaning soap out there for babies. Now that's surprising, and you'd be like wondering why you need a separate soap, but that's how you make money. So they have that soap, and they have soap for moms to wash their hands. They have trash cans everywhere to throw out baby diapers, and even the trash cans are one of those like sealed trash can where the smell won't leave the room and blah blah blah, or leave the trash can and everything. So it's so nice and it's so fancy. So whenever I go there, I just feel like a VIP, and you can really tell how Korea's working really hard to make the environment well for moms to take care of babies. So I've been enjoying visiting department stores, and that's one of the places where Mia and I like to go to, because one, there's good AC, or I mean, obviously it's a department store. Two, the stores or the food court, they're very open on like in terms of bringing the baby cart inside the store, because in Korea every store is so small that it's kind of impossible to eat. So we've been usually like picking up food and going back home to eat, but I asked nicely and they were like, yeah, it's okay, just like park your cart near the table, it's okay. Though we don't try to eat like hot food just in case it would get on top of the baby. But yeah, and they have really good nursery rooms. So actually, it's not a bad place to have babies. I think Korea is one of the nice places for moms, especially, to enjoy. And what's also kind of funny is that in every like baby stuff in department stores, there's always a resting place for moms. So one of the department store we went to last Sunday, on third floor, it's like all baby stuff, right? Like baby playground, and they have it inside the department store. It's amazing. So they have like a baby playground, and they have baby stores like, you know, Fila, Adidas baby, you know, something baby. They have Bugaboo, something something something, right? And then there is in the corner there is a massage shop. So you can usually see it's like moms will go to the massage shop while dad take care of the baby. So normally you see a lot of dads with the baby cart and strolling the baby cart when you don't see the mom, because the mom is busy getting the massage. And that was us this Thursday or this Sunday. So Korea does a really good job. And it's not just department stores. They have really good baby nursery rooms. There's also the highway stops, the resting area. They have, apparently, some of them have really good nursery rooms. So I can see how Korea is working really hard to make a good environment for having a baby. But yeah, but it was really clever to have like a separate separate room for moms to rest. So I've really been enjoying going to department stores, especially since the baby is still small and still, you know, fragile for me. I realized that if I go to department stores, no moms or no grandmas will try to come and touch my baby, which is great, because, you know, the way that germs are usually being spread is when you like cough on the baby or touch the baby. So I think that's really great. And luckily he has his own cart where he's been protected. They would usually just see the baby from the outside and be like, oh, that's cute, and then just, you know, walk away. Unlike if I take the baby outside, then the moms are just kind of like yam yam, or not the moms, the grandmas, you know, the ajumas be like yam 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 yam. So I've really been enjoying department stores, and I can see how Korea's been working really hard on making a nice place, nice environment for moms to do it, especially because, like, unlike America, that's kind of still open on breastfeeding while eating. Like, that's still something that I still want to try, is to be able to breastfeed anywhere, because that's kind of like the benefits of breastfeeding. I'm still embarrassed too, especially because it's in Korea. Though I did buy the cover that I can cover my body while I'm breastfeeding, so we're gonna try that hopefully this weekend. But yeah, department store has been one of the fun places that we've been enjoying, just eye shopping. We like to go to the bookstore inside the department stores. It's also nice and cool, and even if the baby cries, like, no one cares, because there's also other bunch of babies like running around. So it's been a great experience, I think, of being able to take the baby out to somewhere, especially because he's young and he's very fragile. So if you have ever time, definitely go. I mean, since you guys are mostly guys, you guys will not be able to go see the nursery rooms, though they do allow you to go inside if you're, you know, bottle feeding. But there are definitely some nursery rooms that guys aren't allowed. So I thought that's kind of funny. I went to Traders, which is like Costco but Korean version of Costco, and I went to their nursery rooms too, and they had a warning sign that said guys or dads can enter the feeding zone, or no, the guys can enter the diaper changing zone, but she'll cannot go inside the feeding zone. So, but then I was gonna breastfeed my baby, but then a bunch of this couple went inside, and I was like, you don't read? So that was a fun experience for me. And maybe probably in the US, since you guys haven't seen it, they have nice nursery rooms, but I just haven't gone to it. But definitely the ones in Korea, especially the ones in department stores, are worth visiting. I just have so much fun visiting there. Like, I really feel like a VIP going, because in Korea, like, any department store is all the VIP go into a separate room, right? VIP. You guys can't go into nursery rooms. Haha. Alright, so. Nordstrom? Yeah, I can see why they have that. Probably. So, anyways, that's a fun, exciting place to visit, especially if your baby's young. So if I were to go back and I had to still take care of the baby, I would at least visit department stores after maybe 3-4 months. That would be a place to go, but other places I'd still be kind of iffy. Even, yeah, so like the other day, I went out for a walk. I've been just doing a lot of walking. I was like, well, maybe I should stream my walking, but I changed my data to not unlimited because it was, you know, I don't stream outside anymore that much. But I went outside and I was walking around with Mia, and this lady just starts yelling at me, being like, hey, the baby's still cold. You should put on something, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we just kind of ignored her. I started using English, but you know, there's a lot of nosy people out there, and so like it's nice that they care for the baby and they worry about the baby and they want to be like interested in the baby, but it's like stop so you have lots of fun people. Yeah, Korean Karens, yeah, you see them a lot. Yeah, like because we just had a bodysuit. A bodysuit is you know, it just covers the top part with the buttons in his crotch, so his legs are like wide open, you know, his legs are showing lots of skin. So moms don't like seeing, or grandmas don't like seeing lots of skins on the baby, and they be kind of like, why is this baby not wearing socks and mittens and hats, and you know, this baby's gonna be effing cold. While like my baby has, you know, it's a onesies but doesn't cover the leg part, so the leg is wide open. It just notches on, so that's why. Yeah, those are what we usually wear. Yeah, a lot of ajumas, like all around the world, have a lot of opinions. Even like my mom also, what was she saying to me the other day? My mom said something like, oh, my mother-in-law don't want me to take the baby to the department stores because there's a lot of people. I'm like, but you went out to the park with the baby. So everyone's just kind of nosy, especially when it comes to taking care of kids. I think it's because like taking care of a kid is a big deal for the moms especially, and so they have somewhat of a knowledge in taking care of kids, but I guess I don't know why they backseat though, right? It's like I have my own methods. But it's pretty interesting. It's like good and bad. I don't know. Taking care of kids are fun and annoying at the same time. Or I mean, dealing with parents, I guess, or dealing with the ajumas is kind of annoying but fun, but still annoying. So hopefully this weekend, or since it'll be next week is the holiday in Korea, so I don't know if I can stream. I'll try to stream. But then I have to check with my schedule with in-laws. Luckily, my baby has not been fully vaccinated, so we don't have to go say hi to the relatives, but I'm not excited. I'm like at a point where I'm happy that a couple of the relatives have not gotten the Tdap shot, or the DDAP, whatever, or Tdap shot, right? The adults take the Tdap shot, because I already have a bunch of people that I'm supposed to be seeing. My father-in-law was like, he keeps asking me every time he visits, being like, so when can the baby go out? I'm like, in 6 months. Or when can the baby see people? 6 months. So we only have 1 month left. Well, he gets fully vaccinated in November, like past November 19th, because we gave the second shot last or like September, right? So we have like a month and a half left of using this isn't vaccinated excuse. And so after that, I have to go visit lots of places, which will be pretty interesting. Yeah, they are very. It's I appreciate the love that they are into fully after 6 months. Ah, okay. So technically in Korea, they misunderstand the whooping cough as like 100 days. So a lot of the times they allow the parents, they allow people to see the baby after 100 days has been passed, because technically the whooping cough in Korea is called 백일해, which like direct translation is 100 days. But the reason why it's 100 days isn't because the baby, isn't immune, or it's like a lot of people misunderstand the concept, thinking that, oh, if the baby passes 100 days then he's safe from the whooping cough. But it means that you're coughing for 100 days approximately. So technically people can use the baby isn't vaccinated excuse up to 100 days, especially that's when parents are kind of like, okay, now are we ready to see the baby? But I did tell them like he has to be fully vaccinated. So it differs between people. That's why I haven't even been seeing people either. Some people say 6 months. Is it 12 plus months? I don't know. But at least from in the diary that we have, it says like 6 months they are fully. Maybe they have maybe like 3 or 4 left, but at least in the diary, I think it's 6 months of DDAP shot, and then from that on TDAP. I don't know, but anyways, I just said 6 months. I mean, I cannot hide the baby forever. But yeah, my protection of he hasn't been. Yeah, 246. 18. I think the relatives would have been very upset. Even my auntie was like, huh, when will you show the baby to your grandma? Because what is MMR? I don't know what MMR is. But anyways, my auntie who has not been vaccinated also either. I was like, auntie, she keeps saying, oh, I want to see the baby, or I want to see you. I was like, well, like, yeah, I can't go out. Oh, let me check the form. I'll be back. Let me get the thing. Ah, yeah, that's why I didn't know. Dude, I heard my voice. Dude, my voice is loud. Yeah, whooping cough vaccine is DTAP vaccine. I know, I almost woke him up. Babies take the DTaP, and then adults take the TTAB. TTAB. So confusing. So I think the DTaP is done in 6 months, and then MMR is something separate. Wait, let me check. Let me get my thing. Oh, yeah. So technically, somewhat 6 months is decent enough. I know, is that a lot of? Yeah. So it has it here too. But at least in 6 months he will be finished with the hepatitis B. 6 years. Oh, sorry, we haven't got it yet. We have to wait till 6 years. But around 6 months we'll be done with the hepatitis B, somewhat of the whooping cough, blah blah blah. We have the PCV and the RV, rotavirus. So that'll be somewhat done around 6 months. So I'll be. Oh, here they have the vaccine in English. Okay, so PCV is pneumococcal conjugate vaccine. Conjugate vaccine? Rotavirus vaccine. Oh, MMR is here. MMR is start of year 1. Should we say about year? And then they get the next one at year 4. Yeah. So when did all these vaccines start happening? Nobody had these 20-30 years ago. Yeah, that's why a lot of babies died. No. No, not Korean year. They have this. So it's funny, like, you know, people want to see the baby. Like, my friends want to see the baby, and actually to educate them about, like, oh, like, if you want to see the baby, you should get the Tdap shot. And they're like, oh, but they say, like, it's okay for one. It's like, oh my god, the education takes so long. So I just say, I just wait until the baby is fully vaccinated till he, so 6 months. You can see the baby in 6 months. Cause like me sitting there being like, and because of the COVID vaccine, a lot of people are also very neglected on vaccine, especially like the whooping cough is a combination of other vaccination as well, of like diphtheria and the, what the fudge was 파상풍. I forgot what 파상풍 was in English. Yeah, but it's like a mix of, yeah. So technically, if you are also doing a lot of cooking, you should take it. And guys who went to military have had taken it. So yeah. But people think, because people have not heard of like whooping cough, they think it's a recent virus that's been out there, so they are very neglected on getting vaccinated. I've actually gotten someone saying to me, oh, like I had side effects after COVID vaccine, so I don't want to take it. I was like, okay. I didn't want to argue. Yeah, so technically guys who went to military less than 10 years ago can see the baby. So it's just, yeah, it's very confusing, but it's a good, for me at least, it was a good excuse for people to not want to see the baby, or people to kind of, you know, because as you guys can see, my mental status is also not good. You know, I have my ups and downs, and for me to hear a lot of nagging like from relatives is definitely something that I don't want to hear. So yeah, it was a good 6 months of not seeing people, which is kind of surprising, for especially from me. You'd think that I'd be wanting to go out and see people. It's like, oh my god. Though I was kind of sad that I couldn't go out to see Hachu's last day. She did invite me, and I was like, oh, I want to go, but it was too far. Like, the farewell party, I think it was at like 8 p.m. Started at 8 p.m. And I was like, okay, well, my baby sleeps, or like he is technically supposed to sleep at 8, right? And if I go there, it takes like an hour and 30 minutes to get there. And to come back, it's like, oh my god. So I was like, oh, sorry, I can't make it. But other than that, it's okay. Though I do miss like dramas happening, or like what my friends have to say about their lives and stuff. But that's why I think Instagram is somewhat good, is I can keep up with people's lives. But then at the same time, I also envy people's lives of like, oh, they're doing so many fun stuff, and I'm sitting here like wiping my baby's drool. You know, even like my clothes is kind of crappy these days. So, but what can you do, right? But I'm enjoying it. I think. I hope. Hopefully. There has been an effective per. Yeah, but at least in Korea, it wasn't as common. So even I hear my father-in-law say that. What did he say? He was like, oh, well, it's not that common in Korea. Whooping cough isn't that common in Korea anyway. So I was like, okay. Well, like, I mean, I don't mind the I don't mind it if they don't get the shot, because I don't want to force it on people. Also, what sucks about getting the Tdap shot in Korea is you have to pay like $50. They should allow it. I don't know. Even as a pregnant woman, I had to pay. Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to force it on people. I don't want to force it on people. And I think that's one thing that I wish government would allow. Even at least they should allow pregnant women to take it for free. I was surprised that pregnant women had to pay. So I think I paid $60. I was looking for the cheapest, but I was like, oh, I'll just go take it at my hospital just in case. Actually, it's recommended to take the Tdap shot and the flu shot when you're pregnant, because you have low immune system. Yeah, it's not that hard. It's just if you have your rules, I have my rules, so I don't have to, you know, like, you can't, at least don't force it on others. I think that's one thing that I liked about it, and at least in US, is people don't force you to think about something. But in Korea, there's kind of somewhat of a force. So like seeing the babies and everything, me and I fought so much around like about babies 100 days, because like I told you, the people thought that whooping cough is like you catch the whooping cough in the first 100 days, so it's okay for you to see the baby after 100 days is what people think about. So, you know, Mia's like, okay, like, are we gonna show relatives the baby? I'm like, no. And he still is kind of, his point of view is definitely different in terms of like seeing the baby. And I was like, okay, well, like, it's okay for them to see the baby, but if they don't hold it and touch the baby, then it's okay. And he's like, okay, well, that's like, then there's no point. Like, I'd rather, so because like a whooping cough is kind of like a cold, right? And so if they hold the baby and they talk to the baby, there's, you know, like, but if you're like far away and seeing the baby, then it's okay, right? But relatives won't do that, and it's impossible for me to be like, yeah, you can just see the baby but don't touch the baby, right? So that's something that you have to, I think, deal with, not just with your future like partner, but also relatives, because relatives have different mindsets, and you have your own mindset. So you know, I don't know why people think it takes a whole village. Like they have that saying of it takes a whole village to take care of a baby, because there's too many backseating going on. Even I called my grandma the other day just to show the baby. I threw the phone. I was video calling her, and too many cooks in the kitchen. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. Too many cooks in the kitchen. But yeah, I was talking to my grandma, and my grandma was like, "You have not shaved your baby's head, or you know, my baby's hair?" I was like, "No, it's so cute. Like, you know, I don't. You guys probably saw my Instagram dance videos, but my baby's hair is like this. It's like a chicken, right?" I was like, "No, it's his trademark." So we decided to leave it, and she got so mad at me. She's like, "Oh, you have to shave it right now." I'm like, "Why?" "It's his trademark. No." And she's like, "You need to shave it so that he becomes smart and he grows healthy hair." And I was like convincing her that that's false. That's not true. She still will not buy it. So that's why I'm a little afraid. And now what's going to suck is sorry, I have not talked for so long that I'm losing my voice. But now it's baby food time, right? And so I've been studying baby food. Oh, thank you. Let me go get water. Ah, luckily he didn't wake up. Thank you. Wow, you know what the hardest thing of taking care of a baby is? You don't have time to drink water. Stanley. I mean, maybe I have good hair because my grandma shaved it off, but I love my baby's hair. His trademark. I don't know if don't I have? I don't think I have picture. Oh yeah, here. Let me show you how cute my baby's hair is. Like, oh sorry, that's my baby's back. That's my baby's hair. Do you see how cute that is? Do you see this, like so like even if you get good hair and you become smart, I still want to keep it. It's so I did trim it though a little bit on near the ears, so he kind of has like a nicely thing. But yeah, he does look like an anime character. Mia loves it. I love it too. So we have not trimmed off his hair. But I worry, like I'm already getting lots of backseating of just taking care of this baby, because the baby just cries, eats, and sleeps. Now when it comes to food, it's gonna be a disaster. I know that they want to feed so many things, and I'm just gonna be sitting there being like, nope, 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 and I'm gonna be that like bitch, like daughter-in-law, just is so strict. So it's kind of unfortunate. But I think that's where my stress is coming lately, though, is like me trying to study on baby food and making baby food, which is gonna be fun for me. But at the same time, I know that they want to make baby food and they'll be giving it off, and I'd be like, okay, does it have any salt in it? Did you, you know, like, what did you put in it? And they'll probably not listen to me, so I'll probably be having that food inside the refrigerator and be like, okay. So it's fun. But anyways, oh, I forgot to tell you, I have a side project that I was thinking of. You know how I told you guys I'm thinking of teaching Korean food? I will be studying after the holidays. I'll be, hopefully during the weekends, I'll be going off to take some classes on Korean food so that I can take the Korean food making license certificate. So we'll see if that comes true. And if that becomes legit, then I'm thinking of making or doing that plus doing baby food, Korean style baby food. So another YouTube channel, guys. But I think that's what I'll be doing, at least for now. You get like this booklet with that says like you're certified in something, and there's also a lot of certificates, so I'm thinking of getting a couple of them before I go back to US, because I realize that no one probably would wanna hire me. It's like, oh my god, can I go back to company and work? Like, I've been thinking about that, so I had to think about other things that I can do. I mean, I can still teach harp, but I have not touched my harp in so long that I probably think no one wants to learn harp from me. So it's a certificate in Korean food, like Korean food making. What is it? Chorisa? It's a certificate. It's called person who makes Korean food is the English translation. There's probably Korean cook, Korean cuisine. Yeah, person who makes Korean cuisine. And so I'm getting tested on making 2 out of 33. They have a list of food that I'm supposed to be making, and they give you 2 that I have to do at the exam, and you get like you get a time limit on how long it'll take you to make the food, and there's actually fun food out there. So I was like, oh, that's fun. There's also bakery, but Mia was like, oh, why don't you do some baking? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna get so fat. He was like, okay. So I'll just be doing Korean cuisine. But hey, it sounds fun. And then there was one for barista, and he was like, you should do that. I was like, but I don't drink coffee. And he's like, well, do it for me. And I'm like, F you. So actually, I'm reading to my baby a book related to 경제학, economics. It's yeah, and how the world economic works. So there was microeconomic and macroeconomic thingy, blah 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 blah. We had a book about that in Korean. And one of our night routines for him to sleep is I feed him and then I read him a book. And I was like, okay, if I'm going to read him a book, he probably don't understand child book right now, right? He doesn't know what Jinri means, right? Or blah 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 means. So why not, if I'm supposed to be reading something, why not read something that I'm supposed to be reading? So then I was like, well, I can't be on my I try not to be on my phone either when I'm with a baby, and that's actually been recommended by a lot of doctors, which is kind of funny. So they actually have like books where you put your phone in, and there's also another page that you can hide your phone to just pretend you're reading. So we're gonna get that, but like but I think it's not a bad idea to be reading nowadays instead of being on my phone. So that's why like editing is impossible for me. I've been luckily I've been filming the dances on my phone, so editing that on my phone, but I like have to hide my phone behind the thing. That's why nowadays my dance videos have in the first scene I have a wall, like a learning board to hide him to see the TV. So it's kind of like but yeah, so that's why I think it was nice for me to read different types of book. I've been recently reading books about classic musics, and yeah, doing a lot of learning and study. When I started Japanese, you know how I was doing Chinese for Duolingo? I gave up on that. I cannot hear Mandarin. It's so effing hard. Like I think I'm like deaf or something. Okay, because the intonation, they say it's supposed to go up. It does not go up. Like the example that they have for Duolingo. What was the one of them? I don't remember some of them. But one of the intonation, it sounds like it's going down, but it's supposed to be going up. Or even like, what is it? It's like ni hao. When I hear it, it sounds ni hao, right? Then it's like, oh my god. So I got to a point where there was like two words that sounded very similar. Chi and chi. Because one is eat, one is go, right? Oh, sound the same. So I was like, what? Should I even forgot. And even it's chi for one of them. I think it's chi is to go. Sure is eat. Oh no. Wait, is it the opposite? So I was like, oh my god, okay, I cannot do this. So I decided to take a break from Mandarin or Chinese, and then I went back to Japanese. But I realized that if I want to learn Mandarin, I should probably like start like from the basic, because one thing that I realized with that is I don't know how sentences work, and Duolingo translation is kind of shitty in Korean. Like even they have I didn't know, but kirei in Japanese, kirei I thought was always pretty. The meaning of kirei was pretty, but it also means clean, which I didn't know. But I'm like, okay, do I trust Duolingo or? But maybe I should change Duolingo from like Japanese to English instead of Japanese to Korean, because I think Duolingo translates the stuff from English to Korean or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like there's definitely some sus moments. So I was like, if I want to study Mandarin, then I shouldn't use Duolingo, because that one I have to start like way beginning level. So, but yeah. And I was really upset because I was at a 100-day streak, but I couldn't do it for like the past couple of days. So I lost that. So I have to start back from day one. Oh, baby woke up. Oh, nice though. 1 hour 21 minutes. Oops. But yeah. So I've been enjoying life, just in case you guys were interested. And baby is officially crying. Yay! Oh, really? Yeah, that's why I think Duolingo is good for Japanese, because I know like the Japanese grammar. I just don't know the vocabulary. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Japanese for that one, but I need to figure out something better for Mandarin, a better app. Oh! Thank you, John! Long time no see. Thank you for visiting. Drive safely. Unfortunately, I also have to go now because baby is like crying out. Yeah, I had it lowered. See, imagine listening to this at 2 in the morning. But yeah, thank you for listening to me. Okay, now he's like really upset. Thank you guys for listening. I had to turn it off because it also gets me paranoid. Thank you guys for watching me. It's been a while. I'll try to stream again once more time this week as well. And yeah, sorry guys, I can't stream as much as before, but I had fun talking to you guys. Also, thank you guys for a huge donation. Good way to end my September though. Thank you guys for helping out with that. And I'll use that money well on my Malatang, guys. So thank you. Ganyo.